The kick was just a fraction strong. It's still a dangerous loose ball. Matera slides in. Looking for a free, doesn't get one. Goods, meantime, has a bit of space to work in. And he's dangerous when that happens. Use Roberts-Thompson to link up. And now he can go. He's got nothing to go too long. So forced to control the ball. Kennelly, he can just about keep going. One bounce, thought about a second. Still he thinks. Now he delivers over the top. It's in pretty sure hands. Nick Davis took the time and closed it out.
And a great bit of football, all starting in the defensive 50 by Adam Goods. There's Philip Matera. He got a knock to the head, didn't get a free kick. Goods had a couple of bounces, got it across to Ty Kennelly. Great composure by Ty Kennelly. He ran, he carried, he waited, and Nick Davis was always on the outside of them, desperately hoping that he'd receive the handball. Once it ended up in Nick Davis's hands, it was always going to be a goal.
Just lose the handle on the ball. Fletcher, oh, it's a dangerous kick across the face. And the mark has been taken by Davis.
And you wouldn't want it in better hands than Nick Davis.
Thank you. One on that, go around here.
You've got to play a little bit more high percentage footy, I reckon, Rob.
Yeah, well, Chad Fletcher has been taken into defence. His opponent, Jude Bolton, is actually the third forward for Sydney. Now, Fletcher thrives on being around the stoppages, in at the centre bounces. And another fumble by Barry Hall. And he would be uncomfortable back there, and that was a risky kick. And goals are pretty scarce tonight.
Nick Davis is converting at 65% this year. He's got 31 goals, 18. One of the best kicks in the competition. And that is no exception as the Swans are back in front. Gee, it was a beautiful kick, wasn't it? Worth its weight in goal. All these goals tonight, there's not going to be many of them.
Well, quarters, when we were out on the ground pre-game, Sydney were doing their warm-up. I watched Nick Davis. He had 6 shots and he spent about 30 seconds over each kick. He just didn't blaze away. He went through his routine. He's very methodical. He knows what he's about. And that's a reason why you don't want the ball in his hands if you're an opposition supporter.
Edwards had his hands full. The dancing goes on with the throw-in. Cox and Jolly. Davis through the pack. O'Loughlin, the lunge and the mark.
And it was great play by Nick Davis. At that boundary throw-in, he faced his own goals. As the ball was thrown in, he just accelerated forward, was able to take the ball and running at full steam, able to slam it on the left boot. Have a look at this. Just coming through at 1,000,000 miles per hour. And his opponent not able to get anywhere near him.
What's the odds?
Ball is back in the goal square. The Swans can fire it in there quickly. Davis might go there and beyond. Oh, he's killing them. He's kicked 3.
And that's the second time this quarter Nick Davis from a boundary throw situation has been able to run past the contest, receive, facing his team's goals, and Drew Banfield is really struggling to go with him.
Three goals to Nick Davis. Sydney lead by 9.
King this time stands his ground, wins it down, but sharp by Davis. He's a sharpshooter from 40. He pulls it back. Not far enough. One behind. Swans lead it by that behind.
Just read it beautifully, didn't he?
Kicked 3 for them last week. Milburn with a job at fullback.
Chips out wide, Buchanan. Can they set something up here, the Swans? Chips it towards the lead of O'Loughlin. That was brilliant. Just edge Wigan out of the way. And we'll need to kick this from right on 50. Decides to kick short to Davis. Now not 15. Gee, that was 15. Davis turns from 55, unloads and kicks her behind.
Oh, clear.
Gee, it looked like 15 metres. Umpire Goldsmith right on the scene though. Call play on, so behind only to the Swans. Margin, 9 points.
And I don't think Barry's all that happy.
19 when collision with Lenny Hayes, saw him injure an AC joint in his shoulder. Jolly again down to Buchanan, and his handball intended for Davis missed the mark. The ball's slippery. Davis picks it up eventually. Kirk couldn't break through with the footy. Luke Ablett. Geelong just closing Sydney down.
Well, I reckon you've got to do something radical now. I reckon you've got to throw Ty Keneally on the ball, probably Leo Barry. Just change the team around, change the mix in the middle. You have to pick up 4 or 5 goals. The way they're playing, they're not going to do it this way. You've got to do something
Davis,
radical.
a chance from the pocket. Davis kicks up beauty. Here come the Swans.
Other than do that.
Nick Davis, some magic from deep in the forward pocket. The margin back to 16 points.
He's actually been okay on the ball, but I just think you've still got to get another 4. You've got to create. That's a great goal, great kick. One of the very few we've seen break away like that all night. So it hasn't been the norm. Why would you think it's going to happen now for the next 15 minutes? Probably need to do something else.
The Swans have got a chance thanks to that man, Nick Davis. Here's the first bit of play. Brett Kirk took them on. Ball came loose in the tackle. Umpire called a bounce. And from the result, it was Nick Davis, the man that's done what very few other Swans players have been able to do tonight, and that is find the goals. Now they're a chance. There's hope for Paul Roos. He goes as long as he can. And Jason Ball getting back the extra height, paying off for the Swans. Now they can go. They release O'Keefe and Williams. Look at the link up through the middle. The Swans are off in relay. Long from O'Keefe. Long and strong. Nick Davis is the hope. He's the hope. Will he be the hero?
It was an unbelievable passage of play. Have a look at the Geelong numbers back there. It was basically 2 Swans on the 5 Geelong players. The kick had to be spot on. It was Nick Davis to take the mark. Otherwise, the ball was going to be cleared. Did very well, Nick Davis.
He certainly got a lot of touches in the second half as an on-baller by the look of it. Up forward then.
He's kicked 19-8 from set shots this year. Bravo! Swans are still alive. Just imagine the pressure.
Well, it's on now, isn't it? I mean, wow. Kirk's been good in this last quarter too. He's got a heap of the ball.
I hate to say it, Malcolm, but it was a tall pedo deep into the goal forward line.
Swans fans, fine voice here at the SCG. The margin is just 9 points. Nick Davis, another ball up.
Well, Geelong have got everyone behind the ball at the minute. There is not one player in their half of the ground.
In fact, every player, Steve, is in the defensive 50. Every Geelong player. Unbelievable. Chance for Keneally. Davis has kicked 2. He snaps from 40. Don't tell me. He's kicked a goal. Unbelievable stuff from Nick Davis. Can you believe this? He's kicked 3 final quarter goals. And the Swans are within 3 points.
Well, he has been super, Nick Davis. He's had a sensational game. The fend off there and the kick. That is a tough kick. To nail that under pressure. The Swans within 3 points. The clearance is important. The Swans have pulled all their forwards towards the goal square. Geelong, it's forced Geelong to have a forward line set up as well.
And Gary Ablett now back in the middle of the ground.
This is how long they've gone. They've all gone just about to 30 minutes. This is the pure, raw emotion of sport. This is what we love so much. A contest with a big prize, a place in the preliminary final. Who wants it the most? Ablett keeps it in. The Cats want to take it over. They're not daring to go after the footy. The Swans are. O'Keefe. They need a hero. Crouch couldn't take it.
Oh, how's that?
Ablett. This is unbelievable stuff. Will someone stand up? O'Keefe stood, but just as soon as he stood, he was constrained, he was handcuffed, he was shoved to the ground.
Oh, how good was that?
Siren could go any second. Swans need a goal. Nick Davis! Nick Davis! I don't believe it! I see it, but I don't believe it! Class with a capital C! 4 goals from Nick Davis! He has single-handedly sent them into the preliminary final.
Unbelievable football. Unbelievable. Off balance, the ball spills loose, able to get his boots a ball. Super goal.
Unbelievable stuff. Nick Davis has kicked 4 final quarter goals. Is there time for the Cats?